On everybody, Ryan the Mighty Quinn here, the Cornerman _ MMA. UFC 285 is here. I was on a bunch of podcasts this week, Fight Week, talking about it. Obviously, Betting Bananas, Fight Bananas, and MMA Alchemy. So, uh, obviously, stacked main card. We're not even getting into that tonight. We got into plenty of that over the last few weeks. The prelim main event, so to speak, between Cody Garbrandt and Trevin James is really catching my eye. I've been thinking about it all week. I want to do a breakdown. In fact, I'm going to be watching it live on the YouTube channel right here. You can watch it with me. I would love the conversation. I'm going to stream live while I'm watching it. I'm going to give my own play-by-play, my own take on what should happen next and what's happening Fight Live. So please tune in. Let me know what you think. I would love to talk to you guys about it. Anyway, so how do we go about this? So Cody's coming back after a long layoff. Trevin kind of had a bit of a layoff himself. 3 losses in a row. And who's going to do it? So right now, Trevin is the underdog against the former champion. Cody, I think he's won one of his last 6 fights, not doing so well. But good return fight for him. So let's break it down. Let's start with Cody. If I'm Cody, I'm going back to my wrestling roots. Cody was a standout high school wrestler before he was a good amateur boxer. And sophomore runner-up, he was a state champion, 2 or 3 time state finalist in high school. So the mechanics and the tools are there. I think he needs to use that and go back to it this fight. Trevin's got pretty good stand-up against the southpaw. It could be tricky, plus the single legs right there for him to snag. So that's what I'm having him do. I'm hoping he was training his camp. A lot of off-center right hands to that lead pick leg to a single leg, high crotch or run the pipe. But what I would see is more of a high crotch to a crackdown. I'll explain that when it happens during the fight if you guys are watching. He needs to go there and just try to chew up some clock on the bottom, work some ground and pound. I know Cody's not really known for his jiu-jitsu. He's got the heavy hands in the wrestling. But I think that's his main focus to victory right here. Don't rush in. He can catch a straight left hand, but he's going to have to throw some feints. I know that now, usually when people throw feints, it's set up to striking. That stuff in the jab disappears a tad, or it could use a lot less volume, so to speak, against someone the opposite stance via the southpaw Trevin Jones. Now, however, in this case, a feint, a level change, an off-center right could keep you guessing on when the takedown is coming. So that's what I think Cody needs to do to establish that. Now, if I'm Trevin, I'm really focusing on winning that outside foot. We spoke about this with southpaws versus right-handers plenty of times on this show. When you're going against someone in the opposite stance, you got to win that outside foot to cut off their motion. So if I'm Trevin, I'm just really throwing straight left hands, keeping Cody at bay, work that power, straight left hands, right hook, and then stepping off and angling. Keep on the angle. Do not stand in front of the heavy-handed fighter. Straight left hand, right hook, 2, 3, 2, step off line. Don't get greedy. Because honestly, from what I've seen, Trevin's takedown offense is rather suspect in its own right, which is another reason why I think Cody should set up shop on the ground here, because I didn't see anything really in his last couple fights, Trevin, that really leads me to believe that he's going to be really dangerous on the bottom. So if I'm Trevin, I'm stepping offline, throwing that. Just keep it real basic boxing. Keep my distance, use my long arms for my range. Now, if this fight isn't going, these are the corner adjustments that we always talk about, and we'll talk about this in between the rounds come fight night as well. If the fight's not going Cody's way, he can't get it to the ground. He's being kept away. He's being caught with some damage to the face. So how does he avoid that? He's going to have to start throwing the right hands. The same combination I just mentioned for Trevin. He's going to have to start throwing the right hands off of Trevin's left hand. He's going to have to be counteroffensive. Counteroffensive means opponent throws, I finish the exchange. Let him start, I finish the exchange. Now, this is where another reason that feint's going to come in pretty handily for Cody. Get the opponent feint, try to bait him into throwing something so you could punch with him, and then either try to set up a takedown while the opponent's covering up high and his legs are open, or just keep scoring, working body shots. Another thing, Trevin has a pretty open stance. Cody can work some body shots. Right hand, left hook, shovel punch, spleen punch to the body, left hook again, stuff like that. I think that's what could be utilized, either another takedown or just scoring to a knockdown. So if Trevin's losing this fight, he's probably getting taken down. He needs to add more kicks to his game as far as front kicks, keep the fighter away. They both do a pretty good job of establishing center. So this is where it's going to be who's really going to win the center here. That's who's going to win this fight. Who is going to win the center? And Trevin needs to be able to do that, but keeping at range. Almost like, when you see magnets, how they get close and then when they go away when the opposite side. That's the game that Trevin needs to play here. Get close, kick to keep Cody away. Get close, kick to keep Cody away. Back to the left hand, keep Cody away. Kick, 2-3-2. Add something to force yourself to keep it simple. I think it's pretty cut and dry. It's a really interesting fight. I cannot wait to watch it. Tune in. Let me know what you think, guys. Bye-bye.